Welcome to the Vinny Rock Podcast.
Much more than this, I did it my way.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Vinny Rock Podcast. I'm here with my partner here, Sidney Gordon.
Vinny, thanks for having me, buddy.
Hell yeah, brother. So before we get started, I'm pretty excited to have you here because we talked about this, and you're one of those dudes that says you're going to do something, you do it, which is nice because it's very rare to find that. And for me, how I work and how my mind works, I need that.
Well, I mean, being dependable and showing up are two of my biggest things. If you want to be a successful guy and build good relationships, when you say something, you have to do it.
That's it. And to get more on that, we'll talk about that after the sponsors.
Gotcha.
First, I want to talk about Temple 57. If you guys are out there and you guys are ex-military, looking for some work, if you're not ex-military, maybe you're ex-law enforcement, looking for some work in the security field, Temple 57 is now hiring throughout the United States and globally. Currently, we're looking for some guys to hire in LA for a cool contract. If you guys are interested in that, hit me up. I'll send you in the right direction. If you guys want to hit them up directly, let them know that Vinny Rock sent you. That's Temple 57. That's personal security. Like I said, in LA right now, we're in dire need of a lot of work. So hit them up. Another one I want to talk about, you guys know Willie Peach Chocolate. Big fan of that. This guy, he makes chocolate out of his house. He actually just quit his job, went all in on the business. He's a veteran.
Awesome.
He creates chocolate, but with spice. If you go to the barbershop, I'll take you by the barbershop.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to see that anyway.
Yeah, perfect. Well,
I was going to save a cut, but I figured I was on film. I might as well.
No, you're good. You're good. We can still do something, whatever you want.
Get like a star put in the side of my hair. All right, cool.
It's not what we do. But yeah, dude, so he does these chocolate bars with different Scoville units of spice. You like spice?
Yeah. I eat everything.
Yeah. So
I'll try anything.
Dude, he has one called the Moab, and it's with Reaper peppers. Reaper peppers, like one of the hottest damn fucking peppers out there. And you can cuss on this, just so you know. This is
I was going to do it anyway. So
I hope you would. I want the real Sidney. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't invite people here to be fake. I want the real guy.
You got it.
Willie Peach Chocolate. When we get to the barbershop, I'll give you one so you can try it out.
Cool.
You guys go check them out. Willie Peach Chocolate. GMR Gold. Do you know anything about gold? Do you collect gold at all?
I don't. I did some silver back in the day. My business partner now is not in the business anymore, but he was a commodity broker back in the day, and we bought up all this silver, and now I could take it and shove it up my ass, or I use it to hold up books at this point. I lost so much money on it.
Did you?
Yeah, we lost a lot of money.
You still have some, though?
I have a shitload. Yeah,
dude, GMR Gold. This is one of my sponsors, my buddy. You can sell it to them, dude.
Yeah.
And right now, I think
Gold's doing pretty.
Silver did really good last week. It closed high.
Oh, it did, because I haven't followed the market like a year and a half.
Let me get you linked up with these guys.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I'd love to chat with them.
They do the bullion box, and they do GMR Gold, and pretty much I signed up for $100 a month, or am I $200? I don't even know anymore. But they send me $200 worth of silver or gold. Right, and
that's awesome.
I'm just throwing it in my fucking, it's for me to save. My problem is I'm not very good at saving. I spend. I enjoy my life. I spend on the kids. I'm not the greatest at saving. I'm more investing, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm running tight on funds.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, like, I'm not doing good at saving like I wish I did. I've been watching all these podcasts on gold and silver and how it's considered to be the most, how do you say it?
Tangible?
Well, dude, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. Exactly.
Right. And so it's the most reliable right now compared to the dollar, which is always questioned about whether it's even worth $1 anymore. All this, everything that goes behind all finances and everything else, gold and silver, or at least precious metals, stay pretty true. And so for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start putting away a lot of silver and gold. Maybe in a few years, I can sell it when I need to, but that's just a way of saving it, and it's real hard for me to just grab that gold and go spend it.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I try to tell people it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. And it's big, and if that is, I mean, that's a great way if it's forcing you to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's forcing me to do it. It's kind of like vacations. I got a timeshare because it forces me to fucking go on a goddamn vacation. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And as much as it's probably the worst decision I've ever made in my life to get a timeshare, but at the same time, it's forced me to go on vacation. And
where's the timeshare at?
Dude, I have a it's rotating. It's Welks Resort is the home of it. So Welks Resort, it's a very small. It's the only like family owned fucking
timeshare.
Yeah, timeshare. And so we got one in San Diego, but they're all over. Like we're using the points for New Year's to go to a vacation, but I'm fucking spending money on monthly. For me, I'm like, I might as well fucking do something with it. You know?
Yeah, you have
to. So it's kind of like with the gold. I'm putting money away. forcing myself to do it. So I'm glad I have that. That's one of my sponsors. You guys check them out. If you guys want to go start a program with them, just let them know Vinny Rock sent you and ask them any questions you need. Yeah, dude. And then I own Lead Singer's whiskey.
Yeah. I was
exciting.
just watching that video.
Yeah, it's dope, right?
Whoever's doing the media for you is killing it.
That's my boy Jake, dude.
He's killing it.
Jake, Nova Agency. You guys check him out. Got to give him some love. He's in the room right now smiling.
Yeah.
But, dude, we just got it in Utah.
Nice.
We just got it in Utah. So it's in the books right now. It should be on the shelves. People are like, what stores? Like, bro, they only sell liquor here at the state liquor stores. Did you know that?
It was weird. Like, I went and had wings last night, and they served alcohol, but you can't see the alcohol.
Well, dude,
so the bar had taps at it.
Yeah, it was so.
I'm not really.
A lot of regulations and rules when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the liquor has to be behind cabinets at a certain time. You can't order a double. Everyone, very common, order a double. I've heard you order a double when we were in Florida.
Not me. I didn't drink when we were in Florida, but that was,
no.
It was AJ.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I trip out because I'm like, man, you can't order doubles.
Well, AJ was like over there, like dying when he was drinking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do you do that here, dude? You can drink all night. You barely catch a buzz. You get a sugar high before you catch a buzz.
Yeah. You got diabetes.
Right. No, because me and my wife, we go out drinking and we usually do some kind of a bourbon and Coke of some sort.
Yeah.
And dude, man, you do that in Texas, where we go to Texas quite a bit. That's where she's from. Man, I get a quick buzz because I do like to have my drinks here and there.
Yeah.
And the problem is here, you're not allowed to have that double. It's a shot and a half, right? So it's a lot of rules and regulations behind it. It's a little different.
You got to tie one on before you go out.
Yeah, you got to do it at home. You got to do it at the house. Well, that's the thing.
I think that's what they want you to do.
Well, it's so controlled here that you can't get liquor at a store. You have to go to the state-owned liquor store, and that's what it is. So there's several of them throughout the state. It's the only place you can get liquor. Yeah, you can get beer at Walmart. You can't get liquor.
So is your company sold at the state liquor store?
It is now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's huge.
Yeah, no, it's
it makes
huge.
it real easy, right?
Yeah, so now anyone could go to the state liquor store and pick up a Lead Singer's whiskey.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, it's huge for us. We just signed some really cool contracts, so the business is doing really well. I just hope it continues to grow. Like any business. Like we were talking about earlier, Warfighter Tobacco.
Yeah,
it's a tough company. That's a tough business to be in. The cigar world, you said, is saturated. And I agree.
It's a saturated business. I mean, I was big into cigars.
Yeah.
For a while, and then I realized that I was smoking them so much that I couldn't run or cycle anymore. It was killing me.
It was messing with you. Yeah.
It was bad, so I cut it out. So now I just dip like a tin a day of tobacco.
There you go.
I swallow it in the tree stand. I fall asleep with it in my mouth like I'm straight country over here, man.
That's the funny thing is my wife made me stop dipping. She just was grossed out by it. So I said, "Well, I'm going to take up smoke cigars." And so, but I only get a chance to smoke a cigar once, maybe a month, maybe every 2 months. You know what
really?
I mean?
Okay.
I don't get a chance to. So, like when we were with the
it's
guys,
an hour.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna spend time to sit there and do that, and it's hard, like our lifestyles. Me and you both, man, we're running and gunning, dude. It's hard to find that moment to actually, I'll sit down for a minute, dude. I can think of a million other things I can do instead.
I mean, during that, if I had an hour to myself each day just to do whatever I want to do, it's typically used in the gym, right?
That's exactly right.
So, or maybe like trying to give back,
right?
And then when I sit there to try to think about, I'm going to sit there and smoke a cigar with someone that chances are I really don't give a shit about. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, it's funny how much time is so valuable, right? Especially in the entrepreneurial world, and meeting you, I was like, man, this dude you're moving more than I am, bro. And I don't find too many guys who move more than me, right? Like I'm working on 20 different projects at once, and then I come to see you, and I'm like, whoa, you're right there with me, dude. We're burning that candle at both ends, dude.
Yeah, so I follow this guy, David Metzler. I don't know if you guys have heard of him before.
Metzler, no.
He's a motivational speaker, multi-millionaire, and he doesn't charge for any of his...
That's dope.
His, videos and stuff. And today, I was just watching him in the other room, and his entire piece on social media, go check him out today, is all about time.
Yeah.
How valuable time is, and how you have to be present in order really to be successful in life. And being present is so important. It's the thing I struggle the most with, being present and listening. Those two things are just something that I'm constantly trying to pay attention to, because I have a lot of moving parts. Like I'm sitting here this morning, we were eating, I'm like, shit, this guy's got a tobacco company, a whiskey company, he's an actor, military, giving back all this, he's speaking. I'm like, Jesus this guy must be all fucked up at the end of the day when he goes home. Like,
Bro, it's tough to come down. Like
right?
I don't sleep a lot, and that's probably the biggest problem. It's that hinders fitness. That hinders motivation for the next day. Yeah. I stack on days of little sleep, and then one day I crash, and I can't choose that day. Like one day, all of a sudden, I'm like, boom, I'm out on the couch, and I wake up, I'm like, holy crap, I blacked out. Like, you know what I mean? And that's not the healthiest thing. Like, you know, and so, you know, watching you, me, and now working together, it's a cool thing because I'm learning more. Like, you know, some of the stuff that we've worked on is helping me with sleep and everything else. And being more physically active is helping me sleep. Like, so it's funny how...
Are you training more now?
I am, but that's the hardest thing. My time goes to other things than fitness, and I need to find that time for fitness, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
not to mention you have 6 kids,
right? You know, and they're playing sports. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
So I'm trying to find my time to do physical activities at the same time while I'm coaching them in wrestling. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find this time, but as well as I told my wife, like, look, I'm pretty much done filming all the way until January. So like, I would love to get into the gym consistently for the next 2 months and really get myself in a good shape and
get selfish, dude.
Right? I got it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
But let's get back to you. So the reason why you're even here, the reason where we met was first it was VIP, and they brought the opportunity. MVP, excuse me. It was MVP. It was Military Veterans Program.
Yep.
Nonprofit started by Melissa Jarbo.
Yep.
And they started this program. They said they wanted to do a study of veterans and their blood work, essentially.
Overall health.
Yeah.
Hormone replacement therapy, maybe weight loss, thyroid issues. Everything, you know, we did a pretty extensive, panel of blood work. Yeah,
dude, it was crazy. It was pretty cool. Like, I've done a blood work before, and this one was very, very extensive. It hit everything. I was surprised on how far you guys went for the blood work.
Yeah, we dig pretty hard because, for instance, Frazier, had a pituitary problem for years and years. No one ever picked up on it. We found it from digging, and I mean, you guys check him up out on social media, his before and after pictures. I don't know if you follow him or not.
Yeah, for sure.
But dude, I mean, there are no excuses after you meet him, hear his story, and see how hard he's worked. I mean, I have a staff member in my office that's a complainer, and when he was there, he told her the story of his life. And every time she complains, I say his first and last name and walk out of the room. So
I'm gonna get his social media to everyone right now who's listening. But Frazier, we sat there at the table and he told me his story. Frazier's a paralyzed from the waist down.
Paralyzed from the waist down, yeah.
Yeah, from the waist down, due to a shooting incident that was
multiple 45 rounds.
Multiple 45 rounds that was due to inflicted by his own father.
Yep.
So it's a very, very
after going on 3 tours.
After going on 3 tours, I believe it was, and you know, getting out of there and just doing his service.
Hand-to-hand combat kills, as far as just some really serious stuff that he went through, and then came back to dealing with that.
It's Eric M. Frazier 1. Go check him out. He's a very inspirational guy.
Amazing guy.
He competes now in so many different sports events. He just wants to show that he's
world record rock climbing.
Yeah.
Title he holds. Downhill skiing, cross country skiing. I'm actually taking him on a boar hunt. He coaches wrestling. I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
Yes, and he's super positive, just a sweet guy. And when he told me his story, I was like, wow, dude. I never thought that. Like, knowing he's a veteran, he's in a wheelchair. Like, my first thought was like, okay, he was injured in combat. I would love to hear the story, And then he goes, "You want to hear the story?" I was like, "Yeah." We sat there and he told me, and I was like, oh my God, bro! Like, you just ripped my heart out.
It's brutal.
Yeah, and to see that he's so positive, so upbeat. You know what I mean? He
forgave his father.
Yeah.
I was. But amazing guy for sure.
But you were saying you guys found that he had a pituitary issue.
He had some thyroid problems, and we got that adjusted. He feels amazing. He looks ridiculous. I mean,
he's crazy ripped,
dude. It is insane.
I'll take whatever he's taking.
You are.
He's doing it right then.
Maybe he's sleeping and eating.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Oh man. But the program's cool. For me, it's like, a lot of people say they want to help suicide veterans and suicide issues, right? They want to see what's the root of it. Everyone's trying to dig for those answers. Like, we're all trying to figure that out. Like, everyone in the veteran space, all these nonprofits are trying to get guys back assimilated, want to get guys back involved in the community. You want to do all these things, but like, no one's getting to the root of it. There's something deeper.
That's it. That's exactly it, man. So this has been the coolest, if I can jump off here, this has been like the coolest experience for me. So I started Core Medical Group a decade ago in Delray Beach, and in a 300 square foot small little office space. It was me and one other guy and this doctor. I got into the industry from a well-known guy in like the health industry,
right.
And we launched, and I really stayed focused and really did a really good job. And that's all I did was focus on hormones, right?
Yeah.
So I grew this great business. It's amazing. I have great people in my life. Everyone's really positive. That's the most beneficial portion of owning Core, because everyone that comes in is like upbeat, happy. They're working out. Their marriages are great, or they're getting divorced because they fucked up because they was on too much testosterone. So one of the two happened. But anyways, so when this project came through Mel Chansey,
right?
Mel is a partner at Core. He does all like the business development stuff.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guy. You got to meet Mel.
Mel's
Cool.
Insanely awesome dude.
Yeah, he's great. You got to check him out too on social media. He does some pretty cool stuff. He also helps run the NPC.
Yeah.
So Mel introduced me to Melissa, and this is nothing like Core has ever done before.
Yeah.
But we have a serious, like our clinical team's crazy. Harvard, Yale, MIT grads, like they're top notch, real high end. And when he brought the project to me, the whole entire team was like, dude, we have to do this right away, because and we started to like donate funds and bring in clinicians and do all this stuff just to make sure it went like really good out of the gate, right? So now this blood work's coming back, and it's like, holy shit, these people are really having a hard time when they're coming back into society. There's no way you can be introduced back into society when you're 27 years old and your testosterone is 50.
Right. Yeah.
You're shot out. You have no sex drive. You have no drive whatsoever. You're just clogged. Emotionally shot.
Depressed.
Yeah.
All these things that people are kind of the root of why suicide is even happening. Depression. You know what I'm saying? Like,
cortisol level through the roof suppresses your testosterone dramatically. You can't you're just like completely stuck, man.
Right.
And if you're out there and you've been on testosterone before and you've stopped taking testosterone and just come off of it cold turkey, if you feel that crash, these veterans are feeling that consistently, and they don't know where to go to correct the issue.
Well, no one's ever told us like, hey, you should get your blood work done. No one's ever said that.
Not at the VA, nowhere, huh?
No one's ever said that. It's just continued like, all right, you go to counseling, do your thing. But it was the first idea.
The counselor should be trained on it.
No one says hormone replacement therapy. No, it's new now that people are starting to talk about it. It used to be looked at as like, oh, dude, I don't want to do that. That's like steroids, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's this weird space. It's almost like how marijuana is. Like some people are like, it's all good, and some people are like, well, it's still weird. It's still a drug. Well, the hormone replacement therapy is kind of this new space where people are starting to accept like, shit, you need this.
The clinical studies now, man. I mean, there's a small dose of testosterone. It's a must.
Right.
It's a must. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I couldn't do what I do during the day. If I came off test. I've been on test for about 10 years. And it's changed my life. I mean, really changed my life.
No, and I think it's going to do, if this, when the study's completely done and everything, I think this is going to be a really good option for veterans who are interested.
Huge.
You know what I mean? Like, if they're feeling depressed, they're feeling all these same symptoms, like, go get tested. Right? Go get your blood work done. And if you get your blood work done, it tells you have low testosterone. Well, then you already know what one of the root of the problem is that. And that's huge to know that. That's a big fix.
I mean, there's so many different things that could be going,
Yeah.
Through the body, especially coming back from either combat or stress. Or, I mean, the stories that I'm hearing are like, I went away to combat and that really didn't screw me up. But when I came back, my wife and kids were gone because they didn't want me to, because they knew I was going to do it again and they didn't want to go through it again. It was just too much. Like, just the stories that I'm hearing from the vets are just like, oh my God. And I've never had to experience that inside Core before.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole new world that's been brought to us, and it's really, really exciting. Like,
yeah.
Because I take it for granted, man. I mean, I take what I do on a daily basis for granted. I'm selfish for sure. Like, I'm a selfish dude. I mean, it just is what it is. Anyone who knows me will tell you, yeah, he's selfish, but he gets it done.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, it makes me grateful.
Yeah.
Just because these stories that I'm hearing, you just don't get from the guy that's behind the desk, you know, selling stocks or whatever that,
Right.
you know, and I get to meet some real freaking people, dude. I mean, this is
no, it's crazy. It's crazy. And, you know, it's funny is that you were saying that the families, I think people forget, you know, that families are sacrificing just as much as the soldier, you know, or the individual, right, who's serving. And I have a speech tomorrow I'm going to be doing for the veteran speech, and I've been like, I haven't even written the speech yet. I've been like,
that's not like you, right?
No, not at all. Yeah. So I'm playing it in my head. You know what I mean? I'm playing it in my head.
Good. You can
Tonight
wing
I'll
it.
knock it out. But the whole thing is part of the speech is going to be like the families are sacrificing just as much. You know what I mean? They have someone they know, they recognize, then they go overseas and come back, and it's someone almost completely different, right? There's a lot of differences there, and they're trying to play. I want you to still recognize who I am, but I've gone through a little bit of stuff in the past few months, and so it's this weird space of trying to get to know each other again. But also, your body starts acting different, and so hormones start acting different, and all these different things. Like when your hormones are not producing the way it should be, your life is completely different. You're a whole different person. And so that has a big effect on guys because you're like, well, I don't even know who I am anymore. It's like, yeah, because you don't even feel like you did before because your testosterone levels are dumped. Your cortisol levels, like all these things are different now. And so trying to get that back to like this homeostasis, right? This natural level is what we need. I think it's super important. And I love all the companies now that are starting to study this in veterans. There's a couple other small ones that are doing the same thing, but the fact that MVP is doing that, I was like, hell yeah, Melissa, I'm down.
Yeah, you were one of the first ones to jump in. It was you and 3 other vets to do the case study. We closed out at 49%, 50% being perfect.
Yeah,
which is crazy. What actually is really crazy is that, not to toot my own horn, right? Because I don't do that. But there was 2 other companies that tried to do this before.
Yeah.
And they were administering the hormones incorrectly.
Oh.
So they were giving them testosterone, but no estrogen blockers, no HCG and stuff like that.
Right.
So you had these veterans coming in that were getting their testosterone up, but then you're offsetting their estradiol, right?
Yeah.
Which is not something a guy really wants too much of.
Yeah,
a small amount we need so we don't have joint pain,
right, blood
flow, things of that nature. But dude, too much estrogen, it's just
not good.
It's no bueno. So anyways, both the places were like, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the studies, I was like, shit, they're missing a major component here. And we jumped it off again. And sure enough, I could go back to my boy, Eric. I mean, his body is just like, he is in serious shape right now. He says
he's in crazy shape, dude. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not showing as much change in him because obviously I haven't committed like he has, you know what I mean? Like I still have a shit diet sometimes. I still haven't been to the gym.
Your energy's up for sure.
Oh, my energy's up. Not even that. Like I've lost inches and I didn't expect that. And with very little work, you know what I'm saying? I ran 20 minutes the other day. You know what I mean? I'll go hit the gym here and there, but never what I normally can do. And when I get to it, I'm excited to see what the outcome's going to be because I feel really good. You know what I mean? Sex life, good. You know what I mean? Like all these things that it says going to improve, like I see the improvement for sure. I'm excited for when I actually have the time to commit, and that's actually coming up this next week. Is like I'm done. I have nothing but workout time, and so I'm hoping to lose more inches. I'm hoping to tighten up some of the muscles that I haven't been working out. I haven't done nothing, I haven't been motivated to, and I would love to go into the second season of Mayans MC feeling really good about how I look on TV because right now I see myself and I hate it.
Dude, you're a badass on that show.
But I hate it.
Kidding me?
Yeah, but I think people. It's called it body dysphoria. We all see ourselves differently.
Yeah.
I see myself on film and I fucking hate me, dude.
So John Bernthal, the Punisher, is my girlfriend's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Super close with John. Love him. Shout out to John. He hasn't even watched one episode of The Punisher. Like he doesn't even watch himself.
That's crazy.
He's
an incredible actor.
He's freaking unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and I loved him before I even met my girl, right? And we're like driving somewhere one time and he calls her and I'm like, John Bernthal, that name's familiar, John's family's cool as shit. I mean, Tom's has three Emmys, owns an amazing business in Cali. Like the other brother's a chief of medicine. I mean, their family's unbelievable. John's a little bit of the outcast in the family. You know, he's a sick boxer. He's got sick hands.
Oh, he's dope, dude.
Yeah,
you can tell his nose. He's fought.
Yeah, dude. He
you know
fights.
What I'm saying? He's got that fighter's face, dude.
He does.
Like the big brows. Like just years of fucking scar tissue buildup. Just blocking punches, taking him to the face, whatever.
Yeah, he does. He's not scared of getting hit. That guy.
Dude, he seems like a fucking solid dude. I missed him at SHOT Show. I was supposed to go to SHOT Show last year and I ended up not going. He was there.
I'll connect you guys.
Yeah, that'd
sure.
be cool, dude.
Yeah,
I think, dude, the guy's an incredible actor, man.
He's great, and he's got some other stuff coming out right now. It's going to just be crazy.
Dude, it's hard to watch yourself, dude. You're starting to do social media more.
Well, yeah, I do social media more. I'm actually, it's really weird. Like, I'm getting invited on like stuff like this. I never thought, like, you'd want me to come on one of these shows. I'm like super grateful. So thank you so much.
No,
I mean,
worries.
it's awesome.
I feel like it's best to like, I really believe in this program.
Yeah.
And so I thought like, I would love to have you here to speak on it because I can't really speak on it in the way that you can speak on it. You know
I'm
what
super
saying?
confident
Yeah.
in the business. Core Medical is unbelievable. And I mean, I'm biased, but I'm telling you right now, there's no better company out there. I mean, we worked our ass off. You've met my staff.
I tell you what, your staff to me, I was telling you today, like incredible. Some of the guys that are there, everyone there was super awesome, but like, when I talked to each one, I was like, fuck, this guy is inspiring himself. Like, each person has a fucking dope story.
Well, you fell in good. We all fought. We all like jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
kickboxers, a few wrestlers. You got to hang out with AJ too. You guys
Yes.
are now buddies. You know, he was talking about you the other day. He's like, man, when's that dude coming back? It was
No
like,
way, dude.
Yeah.
That's Anthony Johnson. Rumble, no big deal. Yep, that's my boy now.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so...
He's the shit, man.
Dude, I didn't realize how big he is.
He's huge, right?
He's a monster. And he's ripped, dude. It's not like, no, he ain't fat, bro. That dude is lean and stacked.
So I would never train with him because he would kill me, right?
Yeah.
But I was in this we trained in the same gym for years,
Yeah.
the Black Zillions.
Uh-huh.
And when he was in the octagon with like Alistair Overeem,
Yeah.
or Tyrone Spong,
Yeah.
I'm sure you know Tyrone,
Yes.
right? These guys would, the entire gym, which was like a normal gym,
Yeah.
plus like the kickboxing portion of it, everyone would stop training and watch these guys hit mitts because you don't get to see shit like that. Like these
Yeah.
guys are like straight killers.
Dude, I loved watching him. His whole career has been fun to watch because he's that guy that packs fucking dynamite in his hands, dude.
And he's a wrestler first.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing is like, he has that drive. That's my kids wrestle because the wrestling heart, the wrestling mentality to me is powerful. That grind that they do day in and day out is not easy to attain. And those guys tend to find life a little easier than everyone else because they've had their hardest days are in wrestling practice.
Yeah.
And
of
that to me
course.
is why my kids wrestle. Like I want all my kids to have at least 3 seasons under the belt of understanding what wrestling's about. And hopefully any of them fall in love with it and go further. But that foundation alone has built so much confidence in my kids. And so wrestling to me is one of the best foundations.
Well, to be a good fighter, I mean, that's the best foundation to come into the game
Yeah.
with. To be a good wrestler, you have to wrestle every single day.
Yes.
And Jackie's family is a huge wrestling family.
Nice.
Kurt Angle's her uncle.
Kurt Angle, no big deal.
And Kurt's awesome. And then her brother, Mark, is actually was better than Kurt. Went to Clarion, beast, absolute beast. And Jackie's dad is actually really the one responsible for Kurt's success.
Just putting the work on him.
Making him get out of bed on Saturday, Sundays. I mean, just really straight torturing his little brother.
I got into it with my daughter this morning driving to school about wrestling. You know, she's 15 years old. She's competing in wrestling, but she's kind of half foot in, half foot out. I said, dude, you got to make a decision. Like, you got to choose. You can't half-ass wrestling. You know what I mean? You go all in, and we go all in as a family. I got you. You know what I mean? But if you're not going to go all in, let's walk away. Like, what
Find something else we can be great at.
Exactly. Like, don't waste everyone's time. Like, you have to acknowledge that moment. Like, I want this or I don't want this. And if you want this, wrestling's never gonna be easy. There's never a point in wrestling where you get so good it's easy. It's like skateboarding. You're always gonna fucking fall. You know what I'm saying?
And it's getting harder because kids are getting better.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been watching some of this.
Oh my god! I watch. I have so many like social media. Like,
I'm so happy I competed when I competed and not have to deal with these kids.
I'm glad I never wrestled in my life. I tell you what, my kids wrestle because I got my ass kicked by wrestlers when I used to fight in the army.
Oh yeah,
wrestlers, dude. They know me, dude. Like Jason Norwood. He fought Bellator and all that.
Yeah, I know
Jason. That was one of my sparring partners, bro. That dude would fucking pick me up, slam me all over the fucking mat. You know what I mean? Like, I can throw hands and I could defend kicks and everything else, but as soon as he picks me up and slams me, I'm like, I can't get away from this motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
and that was where, like, no, my kid's gonna learn wrestling first. I could teach him all the basics of hands. I could teach him basics of jiu-jitsu. Wrestling, I can't even. You can't even show someone what that grind is about unless you take them to practice. You know what I mean?
That's right, man. I mean, and the thing is too, is just like you said before, it really does teach you to like really get motivated. I mean, there's really nothing probably harder than those grinds on the mat. You know, I mean, those
are the hardest days in people's lives.
It's serious. Yeah.
When I was in the special operations world, you go to selections, you go to tryouts, you go to training, all this shit. The dudes that had backgrounds in wrestling were the guys that it seemed like I've had harder days in practice. You know what I mean? Like,
really? Wow,
dude,
yeah.
I've seen, like, you tell me to do a fucking up, down, go in the military, it's kind of like a burpee.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They say up, down, go, up, down, go, up, down, go, right? And you keep doing this shit, bro. I'm like crawling up and barely getting up before they call it again. These wrestlers are down, up, down, up, down, up. And you're like, this motherfucker.
Sprawls, man.
Bro,
it's from
that's
the
what I'm
sprawls,
saying.
years of sprawl.
And
I mean,
they
these practices you're just sprawling for like an hour. You're like, coach, what the fuck is going on here?
And that's the thing, dude. Like the hardest days of my life before the military was football fucking, what they call it, Hell Week. And that was tough, but whatever. It wasn't that hard, right?
Yeah, but there was, were you like 16, 17?
Yeah, 16, dude.
Yeah, you don't even think about cardio, then you just kind of do it.
Yeah,
and then you get out and you go drink beer for like an hour after. Like hungover as fucking practice.
Whole different world.
Yeah, I know. So
shit.
back to core though. So when we jumped this whole project off, and I was like looking at the change in like Eric, and your personality change and your energy, and then a few other people. I was like, man, this is really going to work.
Yeah.
And we flew you guys in. We had you guys come in, and we finished a great documentary today. The video's done. It was unbelievable. I'm really grateful that you guys came in and spent that time with us.
Yeah.
So now the next step which is pretty much green lighted, is we got funding. So now we're going to be able to Core Medical, my pharmacy, is going to donate up to about $300,000 in discount. So we're going to make it so it's very affordable.
Nice.
And then the project, Melissa, covered the balance, is going to be covering the balance of the funding for up to about 200 soldiers this next year.
Damn, that's great.
So it's going to be big.
So that means 200 soldiers are going to get the same opportunity that me and Eric did.
Same exact thing.
And be able to, get the blood test and then seeing that they're
no cost, nothing.
Yeah. Nice, man. That's awesome.
We're going to get it going. And what I want to do, hopefully what I really want to do is I want to do like a reunion each year with everybody, and maybe get a chance to have everyone come in and just all get to hang out and maybe have like a softball tournament or some shit.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do it here though. This place is awesome. Dude, so I grew up skiing, right? So I've been here before, but I haven't been here in 15 years. I got off the plane yesterday. I was like,
people don't get it.
What the hell is going
on
here?
We can
Sorry,
drive around.
Jackie, the women here are absolutely gorgeous. I love you, babe.
Dude, after this, we'll drive around. You can check it out, man. Maybe we'll find a nice spot for a Core Medical out here.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
I'd totally be down for that. We're growing pretty aggressively. We're looking at the Chicago market next year. Pittsburgh, we're going into Pittsburgh next year. So that's where the Angles are from.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Dude, I love it out here, man, because we have a huge veteran community, but not even that, just a huge community of fitness, of aesthetics, and so I think it would fit really well here, and just being able to have that. Be there to help out other guys, show them the way, and show them the path of what I took, and hopefully, like I said, I'm going to continue this program no matter what. I think this has been really good for me, been good for my family. I feel like my demeanor's been more calm, and which is crazy. Like I've just been happier.
People think you go crazy when you take testosterone. It's the exact opposite. It gives you clarity. It makes you actually slow down and think more.
Yeah,
I mean, the way I sell, I hate to use the word sell, but the way I explain the product to major corporations, because we're in with Porsche, right? So we have all their sales guys. The way that I came aboard with Porsche was I went in and I talked to a high up at Porsche. I said, listen, give me your top 10 sales guys, right? And I guarantee I increase their sale over the next 10 weeks by at least 5%. Now, that's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of money if you're selling Porsches.
10 guys, right? So what it does, right? It makes
I would have asked for a Porsche in that deal, too.
I get corporate deals now. It's pretty sick, actually. I got a nasty turbo. So I have these guys now that are changing their demeanor. They look better.
Yeah. Feel better.
They're adding 3 hours to the day. The guys that were taking like a nap at their desk and slowing down now are making phone calls, even though they're the top guys. They're trying to find other ways to sell more cars. Sure enough, came in at 7.5%. So they rolled out a program to the entire corp.
Nice.
It was sick. So like it's very similar to this. You know what I mean? Where like this is a lot more important to me because these guys are coming back and they're just like, what's wrong with me? Why am I entering back into society? And why am I so down on myself? And why do I have no energy? Why do I have no drive? I can't even figure out how to get an apartment. I can't even figure out how to buy a car. I'm surviving on, small funds. A guy like you've been like a huge leader your entire life, right? So you came back, your demeanor's
definitely lost. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's tough.
Really? Yeah. I mean, even for you guys, it seems like you went back into society pretty.
No, I had to. I had 4 kids.
Yeah.
I got out. I was like, look, I have to make money for them somehow. But I'm in the prison system struggling still. Like, I'm in there. I'm hating my life. And I'm figuring like, dude, this is not me. What do I do next? That's why I jumped from the prison to Border Patrol. Luckily, by about 2 years after getting out, I started kind of finding my way. But then I started having a lot of problems from like sleep because I had this one vision that was really fuck with me, right? And so I had to get counseling. Like straight up counseling is what eventually was able to fix that side of me, but it never fixed the physical side of me, right? It fixed the emotional and mental side of me. Like I was able to get more sleep. Now after this, I did a thing called, it's like rapid eye movement treatment or something. I think it's called MDMR or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
you're getting the REM sleep now.
Right.
We were just talking about that.
Dude, I had this crazy dream the other night, and I woke up, like, told my wife, like, I don't even know what was happening, but something was smacking me. I'm at the beach, and I felt it all, and it was, like, so real. But this is stuff I haven't had in years.
It's those peptides. So CJC 1295, ipamorelin.
Yeah.
It's basically a secretagogue. It works like growth hormone, but it's non-synthetic. So it causes your body to secrete massive levels of natural IGF growth.
Yeah.
And this stuff's unbelievable. I mean, I love it. I live on it.
Yeah.
It's a great drug. You take it just before you go to sleep,
yeah.
and it gives you a huge flush of the IGF-1, and it causes cell regeneration and puts you in that deep coma sleep. Dude.
That I don't get often, dude. And now I'm getting these crazy dreams, like very lucid, very crazy dreams.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you before, people were like, dude, I have these crazy dreams. It's like I get to cheat on my wife every time I go to sleep. It's like, I'm like, yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
My dreams are about the beach, bro.
Yeah. What's going on with you? You must be really happily married.
Yeah.
I'm
dreaming about the beach. I'm like, the sand between my toes is amazing.
It's great. You're like on a trip over there. Yeah, so that drug's awesome. You know, we do a lot of peptide stuff.
Yeah.
And then the testosterone too. I mean, your body's, optimal. There's 3 pieces of the equation, right? It's hormones.
Yeah.
The food intake, obviously, our diet's really, really important.
It's huge.
Sleep and exercise. I mean, that's really the 4 components there are just huge. And if your hormones aren't dialed in, everything goes to shit.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just the bottom line. And the other great thing too is with the hormones, people are like, I don't exercise. Well, it's because you have no drive. Start taking the hormones. It's like, well, I want to wait till I start to get back in the gym. Dude, start taking the testosterone right now. It's going to give you the energy to start working out. You're going to be like, what am I doing with this extra 3 hours? You're not going to want to sit on the sofa as much.
Yeah.
When you're...
Dude, yesterday we didn't have wrestling practice, and I was like, we got to do something. I can't just sit here. Like, I got my son, we were at that training where I teach him how to shoot in. I'm working on his shooting in and driving.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's funny because I
Single
don't...
doubles or...
Yeah, I'm trying to work on... He's not shooting in with aggression. He's not shooting in and pushing through it. He's just kind of doing a very lazy shoot, and then they sprawl on his ass and they fucking take him down. They start owning him, and I tell him like, bro, you have to explode, right? There's no explosion out of him, and at his age, there's kids that are. So we're working on it. I have him on a band, and I'm having some like a tension band, and so he's shooting in with the tension band. So he's making him push through.
What is he? 13? You said?
No, he's only 10.
Oh,
he's
10.
young.
Okay.
But man, there's some of the 10-year-olds.
Dude, crazy.
Bro, my son's been wrestling since he was 4, right? So that's
Does he love it?
Yeah, dude, the kid's a monster. Yeah, he just likes to scrap. He loves it. But
yeah. I wonder who he gets that from.
Yeah, I don't know. But the crazy thing about him though is that he was able to beat a lot of kids by just liking the fight, liking the scrap.
Yeah.
Now these kids are technical. Dude, there's 10-year-olds that are very, very technical in the craft, and so he's losing because he has the technique is weak compared to his fight. And like, dude, you can't just out fight a wrestler. They're gonna wrestle you to the ground, and so they're putting him in all these moves. He's shooting in weak, and so we're just really trying to tighten up a lot of his little technique.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a jits guy. I'm big into that, and it's the same thing with that too. I mean, it's just like it's all about being technical. The reason why I started jiu-jitsu is because I was 210 pounds. I'm like 195 now.
Yeah.
And I went to my kid's jiu-jitsu class, and the coach is like, come on. I'm like, oh, fucking, I'm going to kill these guys. I went in, this guy, 155 pounds, tapped me out like 15 times in like 5 minutes. I'm like, I got to start this shit,
No, jiu-jitsu's great, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome.
When I'm in California, I train with a guy named Alex. He works at the Gracie Academy.
Nice.
Awesome kid. He was a veteran. He trains veterans for free.
That's awesome.
He goes, hey, I got an opening from 10 to 11. If any veteran shows up, I'll train you for free. And freaking Amazing dude.
That's great.
And so when I'm out there in California, I try to work with him as much as possible. I'm still trying to find a place here, but now it's like wrestling season. I'm too busy to even do it for myself right now. But that's something I love. Like, there's a lot of big names out there in the veteran community that believe in that. I mean, you got Jocko Willings. Jocko is a huge. You know who he is?
Yeah, dude. He's
dope.
That
dude.
guy's no joke. I'm dying to meet that guy.
Bro, I met him and I was too nervous to even really talk to him. Like, we talked, but I didn't get to like. I wanted to be like, bro, I love you.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Bro,
right there.
it's like one of those. Like you got a fangirl moment. That was one of my fangirl moments.
Yeah,
dude.
that Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's dope.
Yeah, Joe's
He's a big jits guy.
Big jits. His kickboxing's sick too.
Yeah, dude.
He'd be a great fighter, but he'd flop every drug test humanly possible in the league.
He's a maniac.
He really is crazy.
There's a lot of big names, and jiu-jitsu really is a good. It's the humbler, right? It's the ego kicker in the nuts. You can't go in there thinking you're a badass, and then all of a sudden some small dude fucking ties you in a knot.
It's pretty humbling, man. It's good for me too because I've worked pretty hard my whole life.
Yeah,
and ego is something that we all struggle with, right? We don't want to show ego. We can have ego, but you don't want to show ego because then it's just a big turnoff, right?
Yeah, you're a dick.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
No one likes a dick.
No one likes a dick.
No one likes a dick. Jiu-jitsu really put me in my place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that chip on your shoulder is fucking gone.
Oh, bro.
I just got fucking raped by a fucking 16-year-old, that's a brown belt and just like ran through me on the mat last night. I'm going to go to work and be nice to everybody,
Dude, that's it.
That's the way it goes.
You can't judge. That's one of those things that you don't judge a book by its cover, man. You look at everybody and you're like, every single one of these dudes can kick my ass today.
Yeah, it sucks.
And that girl and that girl. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I've rolled with some girls, man. It's like, holy shit. Like, Cyborg, what the like,
you got to roll with her?
Yeah, dude, crazy
goodness.
shit. Like,
she's strong.
These girls are no joke, man. I mean, I'm in like the mecca of jits down there. We have Pavlo Popovich. We got Francisco Suarez. We got like all those guys down there that are just unbelievable. Yeah. And there's an academy everywhere, right? So when I got into it, like, I was addicted. I was training 4 hours a day, dude. I was like, from getting out of work going, I was like, oh, don't worry about the kids. They'll be fine. Give them a banana or something. Like, I was into it, man. And my whole family turned into it. My stepson was awesome.
Nice.
He was really good at jits, and it was fun. So now he's a power lifter, and he's gonna have no joints left when he's. Oh, dude,
that's a tough life. That's a tough life. Oh man. Well, dude, man, it's super cool to have you here, man, and I really appreciate it. And I hope this program continues to go. I just want to bring you on and just talk about it, man, because like I said, who can speak on it more and better than you can? You know what I mean? And I hope that we're able to find a place here because I would love to be able to introduce this to everybody here in Utah.
I'm down for sure. We should go take a peek this afternoon.
We're gonna do that.
Do some driving around.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I'm gonna say it on the podcast. I know we're doing a small commercial too after this, but
yeah.
So the week before and the week during Veterans Day, Core Medical is going to do free blood work for any veteran.
Nice.
So all they have to do is touch base with us. Sure, we'll put a little tag on this to grab us. But if you're a veteran, you feel like you're suffering from some stuff, you can't figure out what it is, let's get your blood work done. Give us a call. We'll check your testosterone out. If that's suppressed, we'll dig deeper, find the problem for you, and maybe either introduce you to the program, or you can come aboard and go from there. So it's really important that we stay attached to this and we don't fall off path, because it's going to change a lot of people's lives, man. It's really, really important to me.
No, I believe it. I believe this is done. It's a lot of people, they want to put a Band-Aid on a major gushing wound, and you have to get to the root of it. And I believe this is one of the big, I think counseling is important for veterans, and I also think getting down to the root of your own hormones, first of all, to see, fix the inside first, then we can start getting to the outside. You know what I mean? And I think this is huge. I think there's a lot of guys will be surprised, whether they think it or not, where their testosterone levels are going to be.
It's crazy.
They won't even realize it, and they're going to be like, oh crap! And I can live a better life now. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you just got just take the moment to go get the blood work done. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Once that's done, we'll let you know. You know what I mean? And so
it's the worst part of the process.
Right,
exactly. You kind of have to go get your blood work done. You can come into one of our spots if you want. We can do it there for you as well.
Yeah, so you guys listening right now, man, if you're a veteran, you're feeling maybe some of these symptoms, you just want to just get tested for the hell of it and kind of see where you're at. Get a hold of me. Get a hold of Core Medical Group. I'll send you through the program. I'll get you connected, and they'll cover your blood work. Like I said, that'll be from from the week after.
I think it's next Monday, right? Veterans Day is on Monday.
It's Sunday, and I think you get Monday off,
yes,
right?
Yep,
so it's 11th.
Yeah, starting this coming week.
It's starting this coming week.
Yep.
So if you guys are hearing this podcast, you guys take us up on the offer. I think it's freaking really important. I think a lot of you are going to be surprised. Check that out. Like I said, there's Core Medical Group. This is Sidney. I'll tag you on all the social media and get you guys dialed in.
Appreciate it.
And again, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks so much for having me, bro.
For sure, brother. For sure.
Thanks.
All right, we're out.
I did it.